Number 6. Which list contains exactly? When it says exactly, it means these two characteristics, these two set of parameters have to be met or it was not true. If you have 3 sets of prime numbers and 1 set of composite, or 1 prime number and 3 composite numbers, it doesn't work because it says that word exactly. So in this question, it says, which list contains exactly 2 prime numbers and 2 composite numbers? So we have to stop right there and say, well, wait, what is a prime number? And when we talked about prime numbers, we talked about the fact that it can only be 1 times whatever that number is. And that's the only set of factors it could possibly have. So, for example, 1 times 2. So the only way to make 2 is to say 1 times 2. You can't say 2 times 2. You can't say 3 times 2 because those would be multiples. So composite numbers are any number that has multiple sets. So 1 times whatever the number is, or 2 times a number. And so we're going to look at that here in just a second, and we're going to look to see which one of these actually have prime numbers and composite numbers. The easiest way to start, because we know that 1 times whatever the number is makes that number. So, for example, if the first number is 13, well, 1 times 13 is obviously 13, just like 1 times 14 is 14, 1 times 15 is 15, and 1 times 16 is 16. So it's a little bit harder to get rid of prime numbers right off the bat. But composite's a lot easier to do because you can say, can I multiply 2 by something to get 13? All right, no. So let's try 14. Oh, yeah, that's 2 times 7. Okay, well, 14 is definitely composite then. What about 15? Can I do 2 times something? No, so I'm going to leave that one alone. But 16 is 2 times 8. Okay, so let's go back to 13. Can I do 3 by it? No. Okay, what about 15? Yep, 15's got 3 times 5. Okay, so I have composite, composite, composite. Well, that's not going to work because I can only have 2 composite numbers. So let's go to B. Okay, we already said 1 times 2 is 2, obviously. 4, let's start with 2. Oh, 4, 2 times 2. All right. 5, 2 times something to make 5. Nope, that's not going to work. 6, so I can do 2 times 3. Okay, so now let's go back. We know 3 times nothing is going to make 2. 3 times something to make 5? No, that's not going to work. All right, let's try 4. 4 times something to make 2? No. 4 times something to make 5? No. Okay, let's try one more. 5. Can 5 times something make 2? No. 5 times 1 makes 5, which takes us back to that prime number. The only way to make 2 and the only way to make 5 is times 1. So we have a prime, a composite, a prime, and a composite. And so we have 2 primes and 2 composite, which would mean B would be our answer.